Yeah. Make sure that my hands are moisturized. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, my darlings? Before I start, I wanted to let you know the t-shirts are coming. The t-shirts are coming. The t-shirts are coming. The t-shirts are what? The t-shirts are coming. A lot of you are asking me. They are coming in the next couple of weeks. I am so honored. I am so humbled. Thank you so very much indeed. So, my darlings, why are we here? I will tell you why we are here. A lot of you sent me requests to cover the 15% pledge red carpet event in Los Angeles, of which our beautiful Meghan Sussex, the Duchess of Sussex, attended, wearing a beautiful champagne cream and black dress. The extravaganza was fabulous. Kimora Lee Simmons was there. We had our Law Roach was also there. We have the girl of the moment, Olandria, was also there. Kelly Rowland was there to give her fabulous speech because they were honoring Miss Tina Knowles. She was the guest star of the entire event, and there were a whole bunch of other celebrities there. Now, what is the 15% pledge? Some of you might be asking. The 15% pledge is where companies give 15% of their shelf space for upcoming brands, black-owned brands, black brands. And so it has become this phenomenon, as far as I am concerned, which I think is absolutely fabulous. And so you have brand owners, yes, like our wonderful Duchess of Sussex, who has her brand. And so this is a phenomenal space, especially in what? In Black History Month. Needless to say, I saw Shalom Black and my eyes nearly fell out because she looked absolutely flawless. I was following Meghan Sussex because I did an article on the royal family yesterday. And for those of you that watched, you will see that I posted our darling Meghan Sussex on the red carpet, from which it came the 15% pledge. Okay? And then I began to see it in my feed, because once you like something, then all the 15% pledge red carpets begin to show up. And that was how I clamped my eyes on the fabulous and most sensational Shalom Black. Shalom Black is an OG influencer, as far as I'm concerned, out here in these streets. And she's gone on to do fabulous things. She's a mother now. And I absolutely lived and loved what she wore. That was it. Complimented her. She responded back. That was it. Because you know me, I'm a girl's girl. I love to support my girlies, especially in the influencer space. One of my outstanding girlies that I lived and loved also was Makeup Sheila. From hair strand to toenail, she could have been at the Academy Awards. She looked absolutely fantastic, and I was just so proud of the girlies out here, you know, who have really come up, and they are out here in these events, and they are bringing their presence, and they're bringing their fabuloso. So that was that. Then Fumi Nation, the following morning, I think, Fumi Nation has sent me Monica Style Muse, who is also an influencer. And I thought her dress was beautiful. And they had sent it to me about 30 times, maybe even more. Needless to say, there was some drama at the 15% pledge. Listen to what Monica had to say, and then we'll go into it, okay? All right.
If you guys want to know how to do your makeup in case you start crying, you should definitely watch. I'm kidding. Y'all, I'm literally gonna start crying again. I've never done a video like this, ever. Okay, so I feel like I have to share my experience in what I just experienced, because I think so many of us, and I'm speaking about like us, we take it on the chin, and sometimes mistakes happen, and I don't want to say that wasn't a mistake. I really want to believe it was a mistake. I just need to know if I'm bugging. Okay, I have never done anything like this before, so this is not my brand, but this is gonna change the trajectory of how this could change the trajectory of how I see myself. And anyways, so I was invited to an event. I'll let you you know, I was invited to an event tonight. I get there, I'm with my peers, it's so beautiful, so many of us are there, and we're about to go on the golf carts that take us to the red carpet. And then we get stopped and we're like, hey, they ask us like, what kind of invitations colors did you get? And my friend shows hers is green, mine's is white. No biggie, like, what care? No, that tells you them who gets to go on the red carpet. They tell her, oh, you can go on the golf cart to go to the red carpet. You can go in the back. You have to go through the back alley to go to a photo op cocktail area. And I'm like, oh, wait, I'm here. You know, I'm here with Brad. I'm looking at my friends. Like, I'm like, no, we're all invited. Like, all of us are going in the same direction. I kid you not. I didn't see any of my peers, at least the ones I could see in front of me, go to the back alley. And this is what it looked like. So, thank you so much. I have on this gorgeous dress that I was so excited to wear tonight, and I'm like literally in the verge of tears. I've actually never experienced anything like this before, and I'm doing this just to like give people like a perspective that you may look at me and be like, wow, Monica, you're doing great, and I thought I was, and then this happens where you get to where you thought was going to be the red carpet and they send you to the back alley to walk to a photo op because I don't have the same ticket as everybody else. Now, I understand mistakes happen, but I think I'm more mad at myself because I've been exhausted all week. It was just my birthday a few days ago, and I really was so like content with just being still, and I fought everything in my body to go to this. Like, I went to lengths to even get this dress made. I don't think I'm better. I think I'm equal. I'm just like my peers. I don't think I deserve anything more or less. If I'm invited somewhere and the rest of my peers are gonna have this experience, we should all have the same experience. Why was I want to believe you didn't mean to make me feel like this, whoever this clerical error was, but I did feel embarrassed seeing all my friends drive off in a cart and I'm walking in the back alley and I'm trying to keep myself together. I'm calling my friends and family like, guys, check me right now if I'm being entangled, because if I have to pull myself together, I'll just go. I'll go to the front, I'll do what I have to do. But I felt really uncomfortable. Once they told me I was not bugging, I said, okay, I'm gonna go home. And then I appreciate all my friends who called me from inside like, girl, where are you? I'm asking, and I'm like, yo, that's why it hurt more, because these are my friends, and like, we know what we go through and sometimes how we feel overlooked, but we take one for the team off the strength of keeping relationships, not burning bridges. And this happens often, and I'm gonna say a clerical error, because I don't want to believe that this was done on purpose. This should not happen to us. This should not, and I'm talking now, if you are invited as someone who takes up space in social media, you're invited. I don't care if you have a follower. You're invited. I'm telling you, if I want to makeup look, I think I still look, oh no, it's gone now. You should feel celebrated. You should feel seen. You shouldn't feel like an afterthought. I'm really heartbroken by this experience. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've never done anything like this, but I think it's necessary. I hope I used the language enough to overcompensate and to reiterate. I do not think I'm entitled. I don't think I deserve more than anyone else. I think I deserve the same experience. Just like any other person who is in this industry who gets invited somewhere. I think we all deserve to be seen, celebrated just as any celebrity. I don't care. I am tired of feeling like rushed off carpets. I'm tired of feeling like we're afterthoughts and we just post about it because we want to avoid burning bridges, and that's not the case. How can we want change if we're not speaking up about it? And then I could have easily just took this on the chin and not said anything. Posted my pictures that my brother took, this gorgeous custom dress. Like, I could have just said, I'm gonna be professional, but okay, how do we then expect change, right? This video is not to attack anyone, but other than hopefully use this as constructive criticism to ensure that the next time you invite a content creator or anyone who you invite, they get to have the same experience, or they are aware of what type of experience they're going to have when they go into these spaces. Because I promise you, we don't take these moments lightly. As Black content creators, we go a mile, we go the extra mile. We are going lengths to make sure that we are able to really bring this moment forward, and for it to be taken from us and have that moment of embarrassment, this one's going to sting for a while, and it shouldn't have happened, but it did. And I'm not going to allow this to make me feel like I wasn't supposed to be there, because I don't think that's what it was. But it happened. It happened, and it's real, and I hope it doesn't happen again.
Let me start with 15% pledge. I thought the event, from what I saw, was absolutely phenomenal. I loved the Tiffany ambience that you had presented, and you really had a sensational turnout. Influencers are celebrities. They're even bigger than the celebrities of today. Their influence reach is on a global platform. And let's be honest, that's why they're invited. Because you have the celebrities Hollywood, but the influencers have taken over the world. It is a different time. It is a different space in time. Influencers are stars. You have to think about it. When I do so many red carpet events, because I lived in LA for 10 years, way before we had social media. So you have your wardrobe people, you have your hair people, you have your makeup people. You also have to have your agent, your management, your publicity. Influencers are all of that and more rolled into one. What Monica is saying is absolutely correct. They are top tier because they amplify your event. Makeup Shayla was there, and she was one of my best dressed that night. She had a lineup, and when I saw the lineup, right there you have 10 million eyeballs on those girls, of which they brought to your event. That kind of catastrophic mistake should not be made, because you would not have made it with Tina Knowles. You would not have made it with Duchess of Sussex. You have to keep that energy, that same energy, where you triple check, where you quadruple check, and make sure you make no mistakes, because this is the way the brand will grow. This is the way the cause will grow. In Black History Month of all months, we have to triple and double check for all of our sisters. Monica even more so, because Monica is Latina. We just had Bad Bunny, who had the highest ratings at the Super Bowl halftime show, which was fantastic. Because I lived in California, I know how much of a necessity, essence, appreciation the Latinas are. Monica should have been right there, because she's Latina, because we had Bad Bunny, because you knew Bad Bunny was going to perform, because Bad Bunny won the Album of the Year at the Grammys. Somebody's got to do their homework, because I'm out here, a 56-year-old woman living in London, and I am 8 hours ahead of you, and still Mama got to do her research. Mama got to make sure that I get everything into before I come out here and give you the TTT. On a daily basis, by the way. Oh yes, plus I have a 7-year-old son, plus I have a brand, plus I hardly get any sleep. I only sleep 4 hours a night, that's it. And I got to do my own hair, makeup, wardrobe, and come out here looking hot, steaming, sexy for my 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, and my young baby sisters. And that was why I said, say what now? So I understand, and I believe that it's a mistake. You would not do that. Somebody put the wrong ticket in the wrong sleeve. That's why when you do things like that, you got to go back and you got to double check. I also understand that you got to have different tickets, because you have your VIPs and then you have the rest that come into the hall. I just want you to understand that this mistake cannot be made when it comes to influencers. I give the greatest respect. I give the greatest respect to influencers more than actors. because we are producers, we are cinematographers, we are hair, makeup, wardrobe people. We do all of the editing, and we also have the improv. All of this is created by us from the ground up. That's talent. That is raw talent. Meghan was an actress, which meant that when she went on to Suits, they had wardrobe for her, they had makeup for her, they had hair for her, they gave her the script of where she was to read. You had the cameramen, you had the crew, you had the cinematographer, you had the editors. Anybody that is in Hollywood and does a film, does a television show, you have 200-man crew, steady. Monica and all the influencers do this on their own. To understand the magnitude of the talent you're playing with, it cannot be overlooked. I'm happy that Monica talked about it, because you say influencer, you think that they're nothing, and then on top of that, their followers patronize you because of Monica, because of Makeup Shayla, because of Shalom Black. Heavy hitters in this game. Oh yes, let's push that aside. The mere fact that you could see that she was with her friends and she was an influencer, whoever was chaperoning them should have been given the discretion to say, that is a mistake, go along with your friends. I say this because I've been to the Golden Globes. I say this because I've been to the Academy Awards. Yes. Because I've done red carpets. So I've seen where you can make a mistake, administration, but when it comes to the gate, when it comes to the door, oh, I'm so sorry. They will even snatch the ticket from them, give them a green one, and tell them to go ahead, because you can see that she's an influencer. Yeah? All right. Monica, my darling, let us go on to your friends. Those are not your friends. And before I continue, I'm not going to be mad at them, because I want to ask you, would you have stepped up if it was one of your friends, or would you have sat in the car and continued going to the red carpet? Because you see, one for all for one. If these are your friends, then you know each other to know that you have to stand for each other, and you also stand up for them. So the mere fact that they did not jump off of that cart and say, we all go together, is also telling that perhaps they felt that you wouldn't have done the same for them. You all know Christina. There is no way, absolutely no way, that I would have let Christina go any kind of back alley. It would have meant that I would have jumped off and I would have gone to the back alley with Christina. Because Christina and I roll together. We together. We are not apart. Doesn't matter how many followers Christina has. Christina is my friend. Christina is my sister. Christina is my family. Christina does, as you very well can see, Christina is my everything. I would never have let her go. If that be the case, I would have given her my ticket and said, okay, Christina, you go to the red carpet. And I would have gone around. And I understand it. It's an opportunity. It's a photo op. You want to be on the red carpet. I get it. I also tell you that you miss nothing. You miss nothing. When you stand up for integrity, for what is right, you miss nothing. This could have been easily rectified if you had said, she's one of us and we are not going. And we need somebody to come out here so that we can sort this out. I'm very busy today. I know. I got so much going on. And so I feel that that is not friendship. Friends don't leave each other. Absolutely not. My darling Monica, I thought you looked absolutely beautiful. Your dress was gorgeous. As a matter of fact, let me look at it again. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And I can also see that you came home and then you did this episode because you were so heartbroken, and you are absolutely justified. Your hair was gorgeous. Your makeup was beautiful. Your dress was copacetic. And I am sorry that this happened to you, because I feel that you're very soft, you're very gentle, you're a very sweet girl, and you kind of, stay in your own lane. But you have a great talent. You have a great gift. And nobody with that kind of talent and gift stays in any box. I'm going to give you some big sister love. okay? And I want you to listen. What happened to you was not a mistake. It was a lesson for you to learn, because it's time that you put on your big panties. There is nobody coming to save you in this life, in this world. Nobody. You have to save yourself. What I'm trying to say is that don't wait for anybody to give you anything. Take it. As they told you to go around to the back door, not a problem. Go to the back door and then find yourself onto the red carpet. It does not matter how you start, it's how you finish. You had no business going home. You go in there and introduce yourself to the Duchess of Sussex and tell her how much you love her jams. You go in there, you introduce yourself to Tina Knowles and tell her, you know what, I can do your makeup for you. You go in there, make all of the deals, all of the brand deals, because they're all there in one space. You don't go home and cry. You go home with all of the business cards in your bag. That's how you do that. They don't play with Monica style muse, because guess what? You're the it. And sometimes people will underestimate you. It doesn't matter whether it's a mistake, whether they underestimate you. You come out here because you're a star. Because you know who you are at all times of the day. That's how I started my YouTube at 45. Do you think I took permission from anybody? No, I did not. Believe in yourself. Stand up for yourself. Even when your friends might not stand up for you. You stand up for yourself. You wear the big panties. And you be a star. Which means that you go the extra mile. Why? You're a woman. You go the extra mile. Why? You're black. You go the extra mile. Why? Because this will never happen to me again. That's the lesson here. It was to happen to you because you have to come out here and pull your shoulders up, so that way you do the makeup, you do the hair, you do the wardrobe. Now start looking at television. Now start looking at film. Now start looking at independent films. Get an agent and have your little actors improv. Do you know why? Because the producers, the directors, those that are looking for the next star, they go to all of these small acting groups. You're a star, Monica. It's just that you didn't know it. And so you were embarrassed by the friends that in the future are going to buy tickets to see your films and stand in their aisles to watch you win your Academy Award. That's how you have to think. That's why I did this episode. For all of the girls, for all of the women, for all of the 80, 90-year-olds to think that, oh, you know what, I'm in my final act. You know what? It ain't over till it's over. Build your legacy, build your legendary. That's what you do. Don't wait on anybody. Don't expect anybody to save you. They will save themselves. They will save that spot for themselves, thinking that the red carpet is the it for them. And do not get me wrong, they're absolutely correct. The red carpet can do it for them. But God has a bigger plan for you. And that's why he made it hard for you. You should have never, ever gone home. You're calling your friends and family to find out whether you're bugging. You were not bugging. That's why, you know what? You got to start your engines. You don't need to have a second approval. This happened to you. You know how you felt. Now you know what? Hey, then we got to go. Then you know what? This right here. Oh, I'm in. I would have gone in there. Gone in there. Now that now that I didn't have the red carpet. Oh, no. I have to leave with my goodie bag. At least that. I would have marched onto the red carpet. Say, what? We're on the red carpet. You want to embarrass yourself, or do you want to embarrass yourself? It's too late now. I would have done a slide. I would have done another slide. I would have shown off all of the profiles. I would have walked up to Fashion Bomb Daily and introduced myself. And I would have gone in there and introduced myself to all of the celebs. For me, you see, there's no shame in the game. I'm hustling. I am a hustler. And that's what this is. Tina Knowles, of whom was being honored. Ask her. No designer wanted to dress Destiny's Child. She said, that's okay, we'll make our own. Beyonce is the biggest star today. And she made those outfits that was true for Michelle, that was true for Beyonce, that was true for Kelly's figure. The big dogs, the survivors in this game, whether it is music, whether it is fashion, whether it is film, whether it is engineering, whether it is science, they did not go by the rules, they made the rules. That's the difference. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you what? I'll see you sooner than later, baby. All of my love.